The slaughter of innocents is wrong. 2 million people driven from their homes is wrong.
I don't think anyone's on the fence about this issue. I don't think there's a soul out there, with the exception of the Sudanese government, that's on the fence about this issue.
We must use our power, use our influence with China and others to stop humanity's crying out.
To take real action to stop the genocide in Sudan, to stop the genocide in Darfur.
There has been something exceptional that's been created here in response to the suffering of civilians in Darfur. It's a mass movement. It's what I've called a constituency of conscience. Save Darfur got its start with an emergency summit of organizations in 2004. And students were in the vanguard of the movement too. And as they've done with other movements for social justice, they brought an incredible level of energy and creativity.
This is the time to save Darfur.
Rallies are one tactic that we use. And the rally in 2006 on the Mall, which had about 50,000 people, really demonstrated that there is a politically salient constituency of conscience that cares about civilians under attack.
We're here to raise awareness.
But I think one thing that was immediately obvious is that it's not a problem that the United States can address alone. And so we began reaching out to international partners in Europe and in Africa and in the Middle East. And the result of that was Global Days for Darfur. And people in different countries did all kinds of different activities, including rallies, guerrilla-type actions. It was only constrained by the creativity of the people involved. And the creativity, as here in the United States, is enormous.
I really would like to see big business working towards divestment.
The divestment campaign was first and foremost one way to apply economic pressure to the government of Sudan. It was a way to squeeze them economically.
The headquarters of Fidelity is here, so we marched over there and we told them that we didn't want them to be investing in a government that's doing a genocide.
I saw a woman who was raped.
Then they threw her child in the fire.
I lost all my family.
All of them were killed.
The government just wants us to disappear.
Somebody.
Somebody. Come and save us.
One manifestation of this movement was the use of advertising. And these ads were able to take the message to a much broader audience. But one thing we shouldn't lose sight of is that this movement existed before there was advertising. And in some ways, it was the movement that made the advertising possible. In the run-up to the 2008 presidential election, one thing that we focused on was getting commitments from the major candidates to make a priority of Darfur and Sudan.
And when you see a genocide, whether it's in Rwanda or Bosnia or in Darfur, that's a stain on all of us. That's a stain on our souls.
Thanks to our efforts, the Obama administration has a coherent statement of its policy. But we can't let up. We still have to do the things that we've been doing. We have to let the media know we care about this. We have to let our members of Congress and the administration know we care about this. We have to take this to the groups that we're a part of to make it a group effort. Because the fact is that if we don't keep raising our voices, if we don't keep insisting that Sudan be a priority, President Obama, Vice President Biden, Secretary of State Clinton, they're going to move on to other things. It's our voice that has made this an issue. It is our voice that will keep it an issue.
Your work has made a difference. 300,000 have died. That's the bad news, and our feet are tired. But some 5 million are still alive, and our souls are rested. Now is not the time to get silent.